The 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria stipulates that presentation of the proposed budget of a state or the nation to the House of Assembly and National Assembly, respectively, is the constitutional responsibility of the executive arm of government. For the Senator Ibikunle Amosun-led administration, this is the second year of the first term of his administration. Budget planning and presentation is a function that is not taken lightly by the governor. It is carried out with the utmost diligence and preparedness by him and members of his cabinet. The presentation of the 2012 budget in Ogun State in the year 2011, being the first by this administration, was greeted with a lot of excitement by the people. This was because there were lots of expectations for true and dynamic change. Now, with the many developmental transformations being carried out in Ogun State targeted at the advancement of the citizens, the 2013 budget presentation was greeted with even greater expectations. Before the budget presentation, the government had earlier organized a town hall meeting where citizens were given the opportunity to make their input on what they want the 2013 budget to focus on.
What we want is that His Excellency should please empower this department.
Agoiwoyo to Imodi is not motorable and it's not up to 4 kilometers.
Having heard from the people, their needs and expectations, a Treasury Board meeting was convened at the Ovas Complex on the 5th and 6th of November 2012. This forum was held to assess the performance of the various ministries and agencies during the 2012 fiscal year.
I wish to reiterate that development could only be sustainable if the people for whom it is meant are involved in the process. The main thrust is to obtain input from the operators of the budget. This session, therefore, is the second stage of consultation to ensure that we have a practical, workable and effective budget and solving problems towards catalyzing development and helping to create and realize our mission to rebuild the Ogun State.
The forum also gave the various ministries the chance to explain how the outgoing budget was executed by their ministries and agencies. It was also a period for them to argue for funds in the 2013 appropriation.
They have a laboratory which I would say is non-functional.
Which is now being referred as an island.
The need for this kind of town hall meeting, as well as the Treasury Board meeting for the preparation of the budget, is explained by the Commissioner for Budget and Planning.
You know, the budget is for the people, and we have to ensure that we are transparent and that we have gone through due process. So the easiest thing on earth would be to just sit in one room, put some figures together. I mean, anybody can do that. But we wanted to ensure that we consulted the people for whom we're doing, we're governing. So that was the purpose of the town hall meeting, and the purpose of the other meeting, the Treasury Board meeting, is to also for agencies to be able to make their presentations to the board to say this is what we want to do. So it's all in a very transparent manner. So that was what we were able to achieve through that.
Let us all be seated. Roll call.
And so, on Tuesday, the 20th of November 2012, dignitaries, top government officials, lawmakers, the judiciary, traditional rulers, as well as the good people of Ogun State from the 3 senatorial districts of the state, all gathered at the State House of Assembly complex, Oke-Mosan, to witness the presentation of the 2013 budget by the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, to the lawmakers.
State items.
After going through the votes and proceedings, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Suraj Adekumbi, welcomed all to the session.
I warmly welcome our highly visionary and dynamic governor, His Excellency Senator Bikule Amosun, FCA, to this vibrant, progressive, and honorable house that has continued to set the pace in legislative sphere of life in the country, to the presentation of the year 2013 budget estimates in line with the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At the inception of this administration, only a few understood the laudable dream of Your Excellency in rebuilding Ogun State in such an unprecedented manner towards making it the best amongst the Committee of State in the country.
The Speaker used the opportunity to congratulate the citizens and the executive on the achievements of the administration in the rebuilding of the state, while also enumerating some achievements of the 7th Legislature in Ogun State.
On an occasion like this, it is important to intimate our people on how far the legislature had fared in the current years follows. Passage of bills and resolution. During the year, the House considered and passed into law 9 bills covering finance, education, health, judiciary, local government, rural development, and infrastructure, amongst others. Equally, a total of 16 advisory motions were passed into resolution on issues bordering on general administration, security, land matters, local government, education, finance, judiciary, audit, public works, and infrastructure.
The Speaker also reassured the Governor of the House's commitment to the actualization of the dreams of the administration. The 2013 budget, tagged Budget for Sustainable Growth, has a total amount of 211.86 billion naira. While presenting the budget, Senator Ibikunle Amosun started with a review of the 2012 budget and the achievements and challenges of the administration in the year under review.
You will recall that the 2012 budget was premised on our determination to rebuild Ogun State through the implementation of our 5 cardinal programs, articulated in our mission to rebuild. You will agree with me that we have remained sincere and unwavering in the implementation of this program for sustainable growth across the entire state in a systematic manner. We have demonstrated that development of society should be centered around the people. The needs of our people have informed the policies, programs, and projects initiated by our administration, and it is for this reason that we conceptualized the Ogun Standard to exemplify the best in our people. We are ambitious, determined, aggressive, and forward-looking in our developmental programs and projects.
According to the Governor, about 65% of the 2012 budget was dedicated to the administration's 5-point program. He outlined the 2012 budgetary allocation as follows: Education, 41.4 billion naira or 22%. Rural and infrastructural development, 33.4 billion naira or 18%. Affordable housing and urban renewal, 22.9 billion naira or 12%. Health, 15.7 billion naira or 8%. Agriculture and industrialization, 8.8 billion naira or 5%. And others altogether, 35%.
Our revenue performance in 2012, internally generated revenue from January to date stands at 21.08 billion, averaging close to 2 billion monthly. This was, however, lower than expected due to a combination of factors.
These factors included the increment of allowances payable to taxpayers by the federal government, which invariably affected the internally generated revenue for the year. Also, the amendment of the Personal Income Tax Act resulted in a reduction in the monthly income of the state government. Furthermore, out of the expected 70.8 billion naira from the Federation account, only 45.79 billion naira was received. According to His Excellency, all these factors, however, did not deter the state government from achieving its mission of rebuilding Ogun State. Rather, it gave his administration more impetus to work harder to serve its citizenry.
The challenge of improving our IGR to meet our expenditure is an ongoing one, and all efforts are focused on looking inward and aggressively collecting all revenues due to the state and seeking new sources so that ultimately less reliance will be placed on funds from Abuja and other external sources.
During the review, the governor also took time to outline the various achievements made by his administration under its 5 cardinal program, including special projects such as security and transportation. All these point to the judicious utilization of the 2012 budget and the fact that the funds that accrue to the state government are being properly managed. Having reviewed the 2012 budget, the governor gave a breakdown of the 2013 budget.
The budget size is 211.86 billion, 211 billion 86 million, 860 million, which is 5.6% above the 2012 budget of 200.55 billion. It comprises of 112.23 billion capital expenditure, representing 56% of the total budget, and 93.64 billion, representing 44% as the recurrent expenditure. This is a reflection of our commitment to sustain the growth of infrastructure in the coming year.
According to him, the proposed 2013 budget is geared towards consolidating the outcomes of the efforts of the administration in rebuilding the state and the revival of the state's heritage and wealth creation. The budget, according to Governor Amosun, will be funded as follows.
Internally generated revenue at 74.93 billion, representing 35.37%. Federal transfer will be money from the Federation account. That will be 73.82 billion, representing 34.84%. Of course, the total revenue will be 148 billion 0.75. That is 148 billion 750 million, representing 70.21%. So capital receipts will include money from donor agencies, grants, internal loan, external loan, conditional grants, and what have you. Those ones will be totaling 63.11 billion, representing 29.79%.
The 5 cardinal program of the administration received the following in the overall budget. Education, 43.44 billion naira, or 20.5%. Rural and infrastructural development, 39.92 billion naira, or 18.7%. Housing and urban renewal, 29.62 billion naira, or 13.98%. Health, 14.72 billion naira, or 6.95%. And agriculture and industrialization, 10.69 billion naira, or 5.05%. Other areas such as personnel cost took 57.57 billion naira, which represents about 27.17% of the total budget. Capital expenditure will gulp a whopping sum of 108.23 billion naira, representing 55.8%, covering the 5 cardinal programs. It is worthy of note that the 2013 budget is about 5.6% above the 2012 budget. This is due to the many projects that will be undertaken in the coming year to meet the immediate needs of the people. The governor also reiterated his commitment to his mission of rebuilding Ogun State.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, and the good people of Ogun State, let me conclude by saying that I have highlighted both our accomplishments and challenges in the outgoing year. The road to success has never been smooth. Commitment, passion, doggedness, and professionalism are key ingredients for attaining success. Cooperation and harmony between the various arms of government have contributed in no small measure to the progress achieved so far. More than ever before, we should continue to join hands as we seek to bequeath and enduring legacies to Ogun State and generations yet unborn. We must realize that we owe a duty to the people of this state to provide good governance and improve quality of life.
The presentation came to a close after about 2 hours. Some members of the State House of Assembly spoke on the presentation.
I want to thank the Excellency for presenting a beautiful budget presentation for this very particular, for the next year, that is year 2013 fiscal year. And it's the budget of the people, and you know, the emphasis is being laid this time around on capital project. You know, capital project took the lion's share of the 2013 appropriation bill. Based on this, you know, definitely we are going to have a lot of projects on ground that people will enjoy what we call the dividend of democracy.
The next year budget, as you have heard, is a budget to rebuild on what you have already and sustainable growth in Ogun State. So it's superbly presented and the content is super for the people of Ogun State. So are you satisfied with it? The presentation is okay, and I want to assure the entire city of Ogun State that we will do justice to it.
Definitely with what is presented today, our committee will look onto it and we are going to scrutinize this. And what I'm really impressed on is the capital project, the percentage of the budget going to capital project, because we are now having about 64% going to capital project, which is a good development for the state.
You cannot make an omelette without breaking an egg. Yes, the budget has been presented before the House of Assembly, and this is a great occasion. This is a serious one. Now it behoves on the House of Assembly to do that, which is expected of us. Looking at the budget critically to see where and where, what are daring, and where amendments need to be made in terms of adjustment, whether as an increase, a way of increase, or reducing, and whatever is necessary that has to be done to fine-tune. Of course, if we deem it fit, it is the paper as it is a wonderful one. Of course, it